Saints Nation, welcome back to CEA Rainbow Six Week 3. Tonight, your hometown heroes Saints Gaming will be going up against University of Maryland, Baltimore. On the mics are myself, Colin Seymour Moore, and joining me is my lovely co-caster, Daniel the Saved One Mana. Daniel, how are you doing tonight?
You know what, man? I'm super excited because we both just came back from the Siege Invitational. My voice is fully here.
No, mine's not.
Colin's is gone. That's why I was laughing during the intro.
You wanted me to go. You wanted me to be here,
yeah.
but I couldn't be there for you.
It's
today,
fine. You know, sometimes you gotta ease into it. So we're coming into this week very excited for a lot of reasons, mainly because we now know the maps. Legit, I was playing with some of the old R6 squad the other day, and we got onto Bank, and I was like, Bank, we're on Bank, let's go. And then they were like, why'd you get so excited over Bank? And I'm like, because I know the map. I know the map names.
That's where Space Station just won.
I know the map names, so I'm happy. You know, I'm slowly getting there, right?
But you know what's not being played tonight?
What's not being played?
Bank. But what is being played on our map 3, it's going to be, or map 3, map 1 is going to be Clubhouse. And I'm actually excited. That's one of my favorite maps to play and to watch.
Yeah.
And sorry, but I was going to say that when we were watching on the Invitational, I saw so many different little things that the pros do compared to the college teams that I'm just like, oh my God. And I hope that the Saints kind of took in that, because they were there too. They were at the Invitational. I hope they like kind of retain that information and they use a little bit of that tonight.
Yeah, and I think that there's so many strats to go on Clubhouse. There's so many ways that you can actually enter the building itself. I've also found a new appreciation for Cafe, because I thought Cafe was super one-dimensional, but you know, so many little strategies can come from a very one-dimensional map. That's not the map that we're talking about, but still, Clubhouse is one of those maps that it's super linear on both sides, right? You don't really go onto the roof too much to go top down. However, you do go from either side in order to actually get into the building and fully take it over.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite maps. That's probably my second favorite map.
Yeah.
I don't know why you never liked that map.
Cafe?
Yeah, Cafe.
I don't like at the time. I was like, "This is the same strategy over and over again: top down, just go." But then, like, you see it so many times, and they're like, "Yeah, of course you go top down," but there's so many different ways you can go top down. There's so many little things you got to check out, and it's cool to see all these new strats come into play. But Clubhouse is one that we've seen for such a long time, and I don't think any new strats are going to be shown here today, but Saints gaming roster, I don't know how they're looking.
You know, they might surprise us. You know, we don't know what they're thinking. We only get to pick their brains whenever they show up to class.
Exactly. No, I was talking to Rapid earlier. I was talking to him, one of the members here, and he says that the formula that they've kind of gotten together is that him and Imagine are the guys to really carry this squad, and then the rest of the other 3 players are kind of like the more supportive type of players, where they like to play more on site, where they like to play a little bit more defensive. So like you gotta kind of picture that type of play style coming out today.
And I was speaking with Jake, the coach, today, and I was saying to him that I actually want to see them stray away from that kind of mindset of the 2 veterans, like playing around those 2 veterans. And I think it would be very smart to mold some of the newer players into maybe an in-game leader, away from maybe that supportive role into a roaming role to kind of help with some trading out some kills that happen. So I do like the idea of playing around the veterans, but when there's only 2 veterans to play against and you have 3 new people that could really bring a lot to the team, I want to see them start utilizing them in different ways other than just a support role. So I'm really excited to see how they mold those new players into the team.
Yeah.
Working around right now for Imagine and Rapid, like you said.
Yeah.
I really like at the moment how that is, because droning in for those players who know what they're going to do is super excited. We saw that all the time and over the Invitational, that droning in for those more experienced players is crazy.
Yeah, it's one of the main things that goes super under the radar.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of deaths can be prevented if you just drone into a building and just really scout out the area. Not even just once, but do it twice and continue to save your drones. I know that a lot of more lower level players, they'll sacrifice their drone, right? Maybe one will go in and check the actual bomb site, but the rest of the 4 say, oh, that's where they're at.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not in the basement. So then right when the round starts, they send one person to go check the roof and then check the first floor and see where exactly, or at least if you're on attacking side, at least see which bomb site these guys are going to be at.
Yeah, and straight like talking about Clubhouse all day. Like, we're about to hop into Clubhouse. I want to talk about that second map, though.
Yeah.
Second map's going to be Coastline.
Yeah.
And you talk about those newer players playing a more supportive role.
Yeah.
I remember, so now, you remember how Rapid always plays Smoke?
Yeah.
Always in that corner?
Yeah.
One of those players plays Smoke now. Rapid doesn't play Smoke as much anymore. So that's something to look forward to.
Exactly.
But right now, we got map 1. It's going to be Clubhouse. So let's hop into that ban phase.
Yeah, we got to take a look at these bans. Of course, there are the standard bans that we obviously see in solo queue. I see a lot of Monty. However, in these higher elos, you see other things. We'll see what this first one is going to be as the clock runs out. UMBC end up banning out the Thatcher. It's definitely very standard coming into the map like this one.
Yeah, and as a second one, you know, I want to see maybe a Capitao or a Maestro ban come out on a map like that. I think that would be very effective on Clubhouse. Maybe even a hard breach, getting rid of that. And like you said, Maverick, hard breach, really, it's really good character to get away from, even especially over on the west side balcony.
Yeah.
If you try to use the Maverick to kind of open up the over towards Hot Tub, if you open up that wall with the Maverick, you don't really have to worry about getting rid of the Bandit charge or anything. So you can just use the Maverick to kind of break through that wall. It's really good ban, and in my opinion, from Saints.
Yeah.
But now we expect on the defensive roles to see probably an Echo and a Mira.
Yeah. We obviously, you can see a lot of synergies that come together with a Thatcher as well as a hard breacher, and I feel like St. Clair kind of saw that one out, right? Just take out a hard breacher if you're going to ban out Thatcher, so that you can maybe leave a little bit more room for Bandit and Jaeger to be played together as well. The Mozzie could come together, but UMBC almost ran out of time there. But they're going to use every last second of it to ban out the Mira, like you were just saying.
And one thing that even you pointed out, and kind of had a light bulb in my head while you're talking about it, the Thatcher being out means that it's going to be harder to use a Thermite, and it's going to be harder to use a Hibana to get rid, because they have to get rid of the Bandits or the Cades. But getting rid of the Maverick's like the key hard breacher, that if there's not a Thatcher, you're going to use the Maverick probably, because you don't really necessarily have to get rid of the Bandits or the Cades all the time.
Exactly.
So that's, in my opinion, I didn't realize it, but that's big brain.
Yeah. Definitely big brain coming into this one, as Pulse as well going to be coming out. You all obviously see the Cade going to be that kind of bandit replacement. I know that a lot of teams will go for the Mute as well as the Mozzie, but we're not going to be seeing it here, at least on defense. As well, Castle going to be the 6th pick over for UMBC. Not a horrible 6th pick either. I know I said that Pulse was going to be played, but Castle serves a little bit more of a purpose here on defense. You can barricade off some of those windows.
Yeah, and I expect to see a lineup like this, like the composition that UMBC is running right now with the Cade, Jaeger, Castle, Legion, Smoke.
Yeah.
I expect to see the Smoke play more of a kind of anchor role towards the site, and the operators like Cade, Jaeger, and Legion to play more of a roaming role.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to put Castle working alongside the Smoke, because the UMP is not that effective at a long range.
Yeah.
So I could see the roam presence of UMBC being pretty strong in this round, especially with the second floor hold that with the bomb sites that they're running.
The one thing I absolutely love is that in the bedroom hallway, you saw that the Castle ended up barricading that window or that corridor. And originally I was thinking, why? Why would you barricade a clear rotation spot for you? But then I realized that there's a soft breach inside of Gym.
Yeah.
Right? So you crack open that lower half, so you allow your own team to rotate in. However, the enemy team going onto this balcony isn't going to be able to enter in without using some sort of a hard breach. But now we actually end up seeing at Rapid using the Hibana. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna just add on. I don't know if you know this. I was just gonna enlighten a little bit of a strat that is when you castle barricade that doorway.
Yeah.
It's harder for a soft breacher to get rid of the bandit charges that are over here, because you can't really shoot them. Okay. So that's another thing to look out for. So really good hold from UMBC. I'm really excited to see how they hold this. But let's take a second and see. It looks like the Saints want to go for a west side balcony push. So maybe if they can use the Zofia and get rid of those bandits, it would be really big. They'll get the Hibana to open up, or they might even get the Thermite to open it, because the Thermite's running up right there. But because the castle barricade is up right now, the Zofia is going to try to use her lifeline to kind of blast through the bandit charges through the drone hole.
They're separating the main carries over here on St. Clair, where they have Imagine as well as Impact and William over on this balcony. However, they have Rapid over on the other side on the Hibana, on the Hard Breacher. he's over on his own corridor, and he's slowly working his way into the actual structure itself. No real action coming through just yet, as 1 minute 30 is now going to hit the clock, and these guys got to do something. I was talking about the Monty just a little bit as a supportive character that they might want to ban, or at least UMBC want to ban out, but now we finally get to see it here on Impact. We know that Monty's a little bit more defensive in his own regard.
Yeah, and Agent Tour working kind of close to Rapid there, maybe wanting to get rid of this lesion. I don't know if they've spotted out this lesion with the droning yet, but if they have, they might want to work together to kind of pinch him out of there and get him away. Jaeger's just going to be holding onto those stairs, but this right here, this cage would be insane. The Rapid looking on that balcony, getting that first pick on It's Mech. Really big pick to start this off from the Hibana, but Agent Tour just going to be waiting around with Imagine. That Zofia going to be shooting in, almost getting shots off on the smoke, getting him down to about 20 health. Maybe 30, and he's just going to get out with his life, which is really important for the UMBC players to just play your lives at this point, because you're down on Operator. You can't afford to lose more. William going to be set up in this gym window, droning out through West Side Barricade, or he's going to hop on over to the garages and look through that. But it looks like right after that first pick, St. Clair just slowed right down and droned even more, which I really like to see.
They've got 15 seconds left here on the clock. They got to do something. William now getting into the site itself. You see the Capital Fires going to be going out as well, maybe trying to zone off any of these members. Imagine going to get one kill. Rapid ends up getting picked off in the process. You see Archers as well going through. Imagine has to take that needle out of his pocket. Impact is going to be playing down the diffuser. Is he going to be able to do it? No, he's not, as the smoke poison is going to take him down.
Yeah, and that is completely misplayed by St. Clair. Like you said, they waited till 15 seconds. I didn't even see the time down to 15 seconds. They had no idea where the smoke was, obviously, because he plants it in that corner. And the smoke just had free reign to get rid of the plant and contest that. So UMBC with an excellent first round hold over on second floor gym and bedroom, but they're going to be moving over to CCTV cash room. So let's run through this. Actually, you know what we haven't done yet? We haven't introduced this UMBC team.
We haven't. Let's do that really quickly. Over on the blue side, we got the St. Clair Saints, Rapid, Imagine, William, Agent, as well as Impact.
Yeah, and over on the UMBC, we have It's Mech, Domination, Dimwit, Ares, Archers, and Dead Pegasus on your Legion. So that's going to be the UMBC after their first round hold, head into CCTV room. So let's resume with what we were talking about and head into this round.
Yeah, so in that last round, just to quickly recap it, of course, the Saints were playing it very, very passive. They sent Rapid on that solo mission, and that was really good because he ended up getting the first initial pick of the round. It looked really good. Imagine grabbing that second one. Only problem is that the guy with the bomb, the Monty, ended up getting onto the site, not in a priority spot on the site itself.
And it looked like a little bit of miscommunication with the Montaigne, because he was really far into the bomb site when they were all sitting on the windows. So I don't know why he pushed that far into the bomb site. He could have been outside, but yeah. I saw the Capital use his flame arrow to kind of shoot inside the bathrooms, and I don't even think it touched the smoke. So the smoke got really lucky with just missing the pixel of that ability. But with the CCTV room and the comp setup that they have, it's a mirror from their first round, so I expect the same, like a smoke working inside of a cash room, kind of anchoring the bomb sites, using his smoke grenades to contest the diffuser plant, and I expect to see a Jaeger, Castle, Legion with the Cade kind of close to the bomb site, but not too roaming. I expect them to roam pretty heavy on a map like on a bomb site like this.
And I want to see how the rest of these guys play it. Which angle do they actually want to go from? It's kind of nice having Rapid alongside the Monty. And of course, they're using kind of him as not bait, but they're using him as a scout as the rest of this squad ends up droning out this area. Of course, stage, there's going to be nothing. Bar as well. They don't see anyone. I really like how they ended up putting him on the IQ. Agent in particular, just going to try and grab anything from the floor above. Of course, he's pulling a me right now and trying to kill anything through this soft breach, but can't really do it, which is unfortunate right now. But so far here in round number 2, only 30 seconds or about a minute has gone by and no real action, but a lot of setup is going down.
I like to see St. Clair holding this, but as we switch, immediately imagine getting the opening pick on this. Shoots the soft reach through the floor and sees a player but doesn't connect with the kill. He is very, very low. Dead Pegasus is picking up Agent Tour through the ground. That's IQ down, so very good positioning from him. One gas grenade has been used in this round so far. Imagine for the second one gets picked off up the stairs by Dead Pegasus. Aries picking up a third. And a little bit of a shot body there from Dead Pegasus. But I think he was just looking to get a player who was down, possibly. Miscommunication from them. So 2v4 situation. St. Clair just got turned on a dime, and they are on their back foot now. So Rapid pushing through a stock room, looking to go grab that diffuser. But very aware, kind of watching for if that Cade or Jaeger pushes down in the bottom. William going to be on the other side of the map, trying to get right back to Rapid, but taking his time, kind of setting up a pinch here. I really like this setup from St. Clair. This could be probably the best case scenario for them. Rapid getting his double kill, taking out its mech through the soft-reached wall of Garage. So he's going to grab diffuser and go outside, probably hop on this rappel and get into CCTV room as fast as he can.
He's got a lot of time. He knows that Garage is clear for the time being. He's got about 30 seconds, so he kind of knows that for himself. Of course, the Habana charges could rely useful for himself. A couple of shots going towards the actual stairs here. No real kills going back and forth just yet, as there's going to be one enemy behind a soft breach. Also the smoke off to the right-hand side. William doesn't know that right now, but these guys are kind of split, and just as I say that, they come together here on the squad. The Legion is not going to take him down yet. William just went in and attacked. He went crazy. I told you were going to get loud. I told you were going to get loud.
That hurt. That hurt there. I swear the game just went in slow motion. I don't know if you saw that, but I swear it just went into slow motion. I think it was the barbed wire at his feet that caused it to look like that.
I want to hear how fast I went 0 to 100 because I'm not going to say that joke, but because he just rushed onto the site, boom, boom, double kill.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get to see half of it. So definitely really nice coming out of William, more the player that, you know, we were very skeptical about these guys, these supportive teammates.
I know in week 1 and week 2, William, Agent Tour, and Impact all played out of their minds respectively. They like as the newcomers to the Rainbow Six team for St. Clair, they've been playing out of their minds. They've had a little bit of a slow start right there, but William in round 2 bringing it with a nice double kill. And like I said before, I really like the setup that Rapid had with William, because Rapid got the kill in Garage and the kill down in stock room, which put
roamers.
all of the attention onto Rapid when William just pushed into construction and got so much of a setup that Rapid was able to just rotate around and join him uncontested by everyone.
Kill the roamers, get onto the site, get the W is what St. Clair did there in that last round, which is really good. Nice synergy coming through as well. Beautiful communication there at the end of the round. Might be a little bit lucky that they ended up grabbing those 2 kills. However, William took it very slow, and when you take it slow like that, you say to your opponents, hey, I'm willing to wait it out, and then you get into your opponent's mind.
I mean, granted, they did wait till like 15 seconds to get onto the bomb site in round 1.
Still meta.
But they did wait a long time into round 2 also. I don't even think they would have had time to plan. So the fact that he got those kills were pretty clutch for St. Clair. And this is something that I actually, that Jake, the coach for St. Clair, was talking to me about, is that the fact that they've been struggling to keep their drones alive. During prep phase. So the fact that I saw all 3 drones alive right there was really good for St. Clair, that they'll be able to get a lot of information using those. Looking at the setup from UMBC, it looks like they have 2 roamers upstairs and 3 players anchoring downstairs. So I really like this. I expect to see the Mozzie and the Jaeger, the ones roaming, maybe the Vigil.
I like this little switch up from UMBC. Of course, we're on the St. Clair stream, so we're a little bit more biased, but you got to give credit where credit is due, because UMBC, they're coming out with kind of a new-ish strat where they're pulling out the Mozzie, a little bit of a switch. They got the Jaeger. They don't have the Bandit. Of course, they're not going to be defending that second floor, so they don't really need it. The Maestro going to be coming out as well, and they keep the Legion because of how much delay, but there is a player underneath the floor. Agent might get a little bit of damage off, but the bars are not going to be able to go through. Of course, Agent is now down here on the IQ. Ended up not really trading his life, but a little bit of a question mark paying over there, as he was in the advantageous position, but Yeah, you didn't get a kill.
That's not something that you can let happen.
You can't. No.
It's just not. That's just too much of a mistake to let happen right off the bat like that. So Agent 2 are going to be going down Impact, down in dirt, waiting for somebody to join him. Get a lot of information on pushing in. The diffuser is in hand of William, so I don't know where they expect the Thermite to push. He is pushing actually with Impact. So
yeah.
They do have the diffuser down in dirt hallway. William going to be going down, so that's diffuser probably going to be in hand of the Montaigne now. You expect Rapid to take fall damage of all people? I know you got scared of that right there, but he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And we're going to see them just grab the diffuser, rotate around, kind of stack up on top of each other. And I imagine Rapid with a soft breach on the skeleton key to get a lot of top-down information. I thought he shot his teammate in the back.
Me too. I thought it was very, very close, but these guys, they got a little bit of synergy. They've been practicing together. Imagine now on that solo mission, didn't want to check the bar itself as Mozzie now going to try and get a couple of kills, or at least a C4 shot. He was able to get a double kill for himself. Now a 1v4 scenario, the Monty versus the world. He's not able to do it. Round number 3 ends up going over to UMBC.
It looks like St. Clair just fell apart one by one there. Starting with William, I don't understand how he maybe overpeaked past the Montaigne and got shot just over the shoulder a little bit, but I thought St. Clair had a really good setup from that end, but it all starts where Agent Tour with that top-down shot, missing that a little bit. Probably if he hit that, it would have been totally different. But remember, I stated at the start that there were 2 players roaming from UMBC.
It was Mozzie was one of them.
Mozzie and Jaeger.
Yeah.
And St. Clair, nobody went upstairs to check for that roam.
Got to watch out for that, right? William ended up getting picked off early. Agent as well. Impact was kind of in a 1v1 scenario or 1v4 scenario. Rapid tried to back him up. I don't think that the Monty is working, honestly, because with Monty, you need a lot of communication. Of course, if you want your guys to play a more supportive role, you can't give them a complex job. Right, and of course, a lot of people can say, well, Monty is just a body shield. But you need a lot of communication. Yeah. You need a lot of synergy with the guy that's behind you, and I don't think this Monty player and Rapid have the synergy.
Did they play Montaigne in round 2 when they won that? They did?
I believe so. They played Monty every round.
Every round? Okay. I was just wondering, because I was wondering if in round 2 when they won, if they didn't play Montaigne. I'm curious on why they went back to him, but
I can't remember now.
I don't remember either. It looks like UMBC is going to be returning to that second floor hold that they did at first. If I'm
yes, they ended up.
Yeah.
They ended up doing this hold, like you were saying. They've got the Cade, so they went back over to the more electronic type characters or operators. I sound like a noob. They're keeping the Jaeger. Jaeger's the one thing that's kind of working within this squad. But then they went back over to the castle. I'm really liking this castle pick. Of course, a very simple operator, but it's kind of doing the job here for UMBC.
At first, I know last season, St. Clair started playing a castle towards the end of the season, and I didn't like castle. Yeah. But I've started to enjoy seeing castle get played, you know. Yeah. You know, he's using, you know, I was about to make a joke from the Invitational a little bit, but I can hold it. You know, I'm using the
Yeah.
I'm using the ump.
Hey.
Shouldn't be losing to the ump, but it looks like the ump is doing a lot for UMBC right now. Agent Tour working alongside his teammate. Imagine they're going to be starting in a strip club and moving on towards the billiards room. So there is a player in there. Imagine going to get picked off first with no trade either.
No.
So Aries going to get out with no contestation at all. And that is something I stated in the pregame when we were talking about, look, he goes and he gets a second kill just like that. That is not something you have to get your teammates trade. They did have somebody with them. That was Agent Tour with them, but not there to get the trade.
When you're playing within the team setting, sometimes you don't know these little mistakes, but it's up to JMBs to really say, hey, you guys got smart enough, just a little bit up, but a really nice rotational pick. Rapid ends up shooting Aries right in the back off of that rotation. Really nice timing as well coming out from this player.
So yeah, after 2 kills going in favor of UMBC, they finally get the trade onto Aries. So that's 1 roamer down, the Jaeger out of play. William with a nice drone onto that player inside Cash Room, but nobody is over by Cash Room. So that's information that's not really able to get kind of broken on. Rapid going to be opening up logistics office hatch. Probably going to be dropping in there. And now we see William using one of his exothermic charges to open a construction window.
Yeah.
So with that being, there are 2 operators over there that he's going to have to watch out for the run out.
Yeah. He's got to watch out for all these little possibilities as he's kind of the only one near this side. He's got the diffuser. Impact ends up going down, unfortunately, here on the Monty with real no backup. Again, Thermite has to play that defensive game, but they know exactly where he is now, where exactly he needs to enter with 50 seconds left, and a really nice pick coming through as well. Dead Pegasus ends up getting that pick. Now it's all up to Rapid, 1v4. Can he do this as the stun grenades or the flashbang is going to be going now here? A lot of shots being taken from the side as he ends up getting one of these kills. Cannot confirm it as there was one more player in the bedroom.
Yeah, he ended up getting the trade 1-for-1, but wasn't enough. He had 40 seconds to work with, pushing a little fast. Nice kill by Archer to kind of flick over and trade out his teammate. So round 4 going in favor of UMBC. They're up 3-1 right now on defense. UMBC doing really well, but this tends to be a more defensive-sided map.
Yeah. Usually when we see St. Clair play, they like to ride off of momentum. In this match, you know, they're kind of doing it. They need to keep the morale up in the room, but I don't know what's really going on with this squad. We take a look at the scoreboard really quickly. Rapid on the top of the charts, 5-0-3. Definitely doing a really good job over on his front. Imagine 3-3. Right, but they got the 2 bottom fraggers, the 2 supports of the team, 0-0-3 apiece. It's not looking too good for them.
When you have your Thermite getting
good, get the Monty out of there.
Yeah, get the Monty.
Thank God.
They did. So this is their second round setup. They had Twitch, IQ, Zofia, Buck, and Thermite. That's the one that they ran in round 2 when they didn't have the Montaigne, and they actually won that round. So I like the Twitch. There was a recent, I don't know, did the patch go through for Twitch? So Twitch has
no, not yet. So that's next patch.
In the next patch, Twitch is supposed to, her F2 is supposed to be getting a higher rate of fire.
Yeah.
So that's
it's like charges.
It's going to be a lot going off for that F2 because the F2 is super overpowered right now. It's why most people do play Twitch.
Yeah. I wonder if you can shoot someone 3 times consistently with the Twitch shock drone. Like next patch.
No, there's a pause during it.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a pause.
That was just charges, but it's fine. We'll take a look at it next patch. But here in this one, we've got Rapid playing the Twitch. Of course, we've got Imagine playing the Buck as he was playing it a whole lot. Now taking care of the camera inside of Garage. But we gotta watch out. What do these guys want to do now that they have a new kind of found player within Impact? He's now playing the Sophia, so he's a little bit more useful than what a Monty would bring. But of course, if it's not broke, don't fix it, and that's exactly what UMBC are saying here.
Yeah, and they're gonna be playing the typical role. You got the Cade, the Jaeger, Castle, Legion, Smoke, and I think the Legion is still playing inside Garage. That's where you usually see Legion playing, and nice little double drone over onto that drone hole on top balcony. And they do spot out a player rotating through a rotation hole over on metal stairs. So now they're gonna back those drones out of there. I like how they're keeping the Twitch drone alive. And now there we go. We're watching for the Cade to shoot, to throw his Electro Claw up there. Doesn't do it, so Thermite is going to open up that wall, get onto that the rappel. Watch for anybody looking to maybe crouch through the rotation hole, maybe looking for an early pick. Dominating Dimwit, gonna take out Agent Tour. Imagine gonna be refragging. I had trouble reading that sometimes.
It's fine. You know, sometimes names can be tongue twisters, and that's definitely what Dominations is here in this match. But we do have the Twitch, and I was wondering what this Twitch was gonna be used for, and it was very basic. Throw the shock drone in, take out the Cade charge, and it allows you to Thermite that wall. And now we have this whole entire side balcony open for usage. However, Imagine gonna grab a really nice pick onto the Cade that was kind of scouting out the Garage itself. Now we see over on Lounge Stairs. A frag gonna be going out. It does not get it just yet as Aries now gonna go 3 for 3. See the skeleton key. Can they catch any of these players? Yes, they can. And as William is now gonna get a double kill for himself, you see the frag might go through this wall here. Not gonna hit the correct angle. William, being that star Thermite player, whenever he does come up, really in an amazing position. But he's going to be planting the diffuser. Going to be going down onto the site. William playing that kind of solo game as Jaeger, now in a 1v2. How exactly is he going to play this? Aries slowly going up these eastern stairs. Where is he going to be looking for first? When you're in a 1v2 and the diffuser is down, you got to look at all of the correct angles here. You're going to be looking outside of the cash room window, turning his back over to the ledge where whoever that player is hanging off. Didn't actually want to try and peek it at any point, but might be going for a run out. Jaeger now trying to go for the defuse. Maybe a little bit of a sneaky defuse. 6 seconds is what he has. A little bit of a tricky defuse. He's not able to get the flick off as St. Clair have won their second round.
It is a nice little pickup for Rapid at the end here as we see the final kill coming out. Just gonna rotate over there, kill the player as he was on the bomb. But at first I was like, why is he planting there? That's a dangerous spot to plant in.
It was.
Because usually you see them plant behind the servers, like over towards right next to the bomb. But he planted right in front of the open wall in the middle of the whole room. So he could get shot from 3 different angles, but luckily he didn't, and he was able to get out of there, and Rapid had a really good sightline right onto the diffuser.
It took communication. Yeah. Because ultimately what it was is that they knew that the Jaeger was underneath. So that's why they were allowed to plant. Of course, in a normal scenario, if it's 3v3, yes, that statement would be very, very much true, right? It's a very, I guess, risky spot to plant, like you were saying. But when you're in a 1v3, you can take a little bit more of a risk, right? They had all of the angles that they needed to after the diffuser went down. So I guess Imagine was the one that called that out, saying, hey, I'm roaming downstairs. There's a Jaeger that it just ended up killing me. Just plant the bomb, and let's see what ends up happening.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they set up this alibi, especially over down when they're playing down in Arsenal Room and Church, because the alibi is usually somebody you play when there's a lot of windows around.
Exactly.
So I'm curious in where they put down their the little alibi prismas.
Yeah.
Maybe you're gonna put it down inside our Arsenal Room.
Exactly.
Around there, but we're just gonna wait and see how that is. But St. Clair, you know, they changed a lot in that second round. I liked what I saw from St. Clair. But now we see UMBC changing a little bit of their comp. You know, they got the Mozzie, the Alibi, and the Maestro. Yeah. Instead of having a Castle and a Jaeger and a Smoke. Do you think that's going to kind of affect how St. Clair pushes that?
I feel like just a little bit. Just because when you have the Smoke available for yourself, you're playing a very defensive strat. You keep the Smoke on the site, and then you wait for the push and so that you can affect them with the Smoke Bomb. When you don't have a Smoke on your team, you're going a little bit more aggressive. But I do like the switch, right? They put the Smoke in, or they put the Maestro in for the Smoke. And what this offers is a little bit more roaming potential for this Maestro player. You put one camera onto the site, and you can have your Maestro in another area without worrying that you have to keep your Smoke in just one area. But Imagine going to now shoot through a wall. The soft breach going to be coming out here with the skeleton key, but not going to grab anyone for the time being. Going to be on stairs, Imagine, with a really nice headshot. Amazing angle for himself as well. He could go on the inside if he wants to, but he's more of a passive player once he ends up getting a kill. So he's probably going to drone that area out.
St. Clair giving up a drone to the Mozzie trap. So drone now going into UMBC's hands after their Mozzie is dropped. So I think they're still able to use it, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
But now we're going to see Imagine inside there. He has taken care of the roamer. He kills the Mozzie drone. And yeah, now it looks like St. Clair's going for that top-down push. They have 3 players rotating down. There's Imagine, Agent Tour, and Impact. And I really like having these 3 players. A lot of soft breach going from the top down right now. Hibana, Rapid now joining them. William is the only player who's not near them. And he has Diffuser.
Yeah. I like how they have Hibana kind of away from the rest of the squad, because Rapid has been playing that really nice solo game. The only problem is that they've also had Imagine on the solo game, so it leaves the 3 other players to kind of communicate within each other. Sometimes they can get a little bit lost, and we've seen that a whole lot with Agent, a couple of times with Impact, but I really like what Rapid is doing here as he wants to get in as well. Imagine trying to look for any picks here on the bottom. Of course, they do have a minute left if they want to try and look for anything. Haven't found anything for the time being, but they know it is a 5v4, so they have the advantage.
I think they're pushing down here with not a lot of information to go off of. Rapid getting on top of the kitchen table, takes a lot of shot from that soft breached hole, and he's going to be dropped down to about 20 health. That Alibi with perfect sight lines up there. He's going to rotate all the way back around. 37 seconds left for St. Clair to push this, and they don't look like they're in a very good position to get by right now. That Alibi has her Prisma set up in really, really good positions, so I expect Impact here to have a tough time and maybe even catch off one of the Prismas and get caught out. William going to get that nice pick onto Dead Pegasus to intro them. 5v3, 16 seconds left left. And William is still pushing in. They have to start now. Rapid going to get his drone in.
Got to drop. He's got to drop.
Mech takes out Imagine. So it's now 4v3. Rapid drops down, gets picked off. 3v3 situation. Agent 2 are going to go down 2v3. Diffuser is dropped with no time at all, and he's in a 1v4 or 1v3, sorry. And St. Clair, like you said before, you enjoyed seeing those quick pushes. I just don't agree with pushing with that little time on a bomb site like that. In the basement, it takes a lot to get down there.
I think that statement would be true because I like their positioning at 1 minute. Right when at 1 minute they had Imagine on the top floor with the rest of the squad. The only problem that ended up happening is that they kind of split. Imagine ended up getting picked off. Rapid was going through, I believe, Kitchen. Right, he went top down, didn't end up getting a pick. Like you said, there was about 15 seconds left, and he had to drop down. There was no other option for him. And then the rest of the squad, William, as well as whoever was with him, Impact maybe, they had to rush onto the bomb site. When you don't have a clear mindset, rushing onto the bomb site just means rushing onto the bomb site. You don't go into certain areas of the room itself. And it just didn't really work out for them.
I do agree. I like their positioning at that 1 minute.
Yeah.
They just had no idea where UMBC was. So that positioning was just rendered useless to them. So the drones, like I saw Impact getting the drone caught inside the Mozzie. And the drone, it was a good try to get the drone around the Mozzie, but you ultimately lost the drone. And in the end, St. Clair didn't have enough information to get down onto that bomb site. So they waited too long. And now they're down 4-2, rotating the side. So we're going to see that switch come out. And prep phase underway. And St. Clair actually running almost a similar comp setup as UMBC did going into this defensive phase, except having a Bandit instead of a Cade.
I haven't seen Jackal in a hot minute. Ooh. And now UMBC is going to pull it out here, as well as the Dokkaebi and the Monty. Going to try and prove me wrong here and said the Monty is actually very useful, maybe with a garage push. As we see here, these two bomb sites going to be very, very close. Of course, we know where these are. It's going to be on that first floor. So we'll see how exactly they can tackle this one. However, St. Clair now pulling out a little bit of a very normal strat. They're kind of copying their opponents. As we got the Bandit, we've got the Smoke, very basic. William going to be playing the Castle, another really nice little supportive pick. Imagine going to be taken down to half HP here on the Legion. They know exactly where this player is as well. In Garage, IQ going to try and just shoot her shot. Not going to be able to slide into the DMs today, though, and I might. Whoa! I couldn't have even followed that one as Rapid now going to get a really nice headshot. Agent Turner ends up getting headshotted in the process as well. As now it's going to be a 1-for-1, a 4v4 here at the end of the day, but Thermite going to get a really nice pick. A lot more pre-fire going to go around the corner. Thermite on half HP, but it does not matter, as a lot more damage going to go back and forth. Going to down another player, as it's Mech has gotten himself a triple kill to start out this round.
That was insanely nice from UMBC. I love that setup, pushing that garage with such just early, like, I don't want to say but that's the word I was going for. Is they just collapsed in there. They opened up the soft walls in Garage, and Imagine had too many angles to look at. Rapid did get an intro, like the first pick, but when he did, he backed off, and then UMBC got so much positioning. Now they're going to be they're going to use their exothermic charge to open up the Garage walls. They have bomb site open. Monty is in there. Jackal just taking his time to rotate in there as well. So Monty, with all the information that he needs, 2v4 situation, we're going to see Impact working alongside William. William does get down, but not out just yet. So now we're going to see Impact trying to push in. He is going to get that first pick, but he has to watch that rotation. Right behind him is going to be that Monty. He's blocking off his back rotation hole, so he has to push this bomb site, and they have it locked down from the forwards. He has to look for that Clair, and that is going to be a nice pick from UMBC. In that play, that is the Dokkaebi sitting in Garage, going to be getting that final kill.
You can see how St. Clair are kind of falling apart here. I don't want to call it out just yet, but they're just not looking like they're on the same page. Getting picked off 3 members within the first couple of seconds of the round. They had 3 roamers. Usually we only see 1, max 2 on that first floor, but from St. Clair, they were kind of all over the place.
Yeah, you usually see momentum come along into this game, and the fact that UMBC just came into their first attacking round with so much speed and confidence, St. Clair was totally caught off guard by that. And one play I really liked from UMBC is the Montaigne blocking that rotation hole behind. So that means that it was Impact. Impact had to go forward, and they just kind of fed him through that stream right into the Dokkaebi sites.
Dominate playing this operator with excellency, as all he really needed to do is play that supportive role. When you have carries on your squad that can actually carry, this Monty really, really works out well. They did not lead with it either. They just kind of waited for the picks to go by and then slowly rotated the Monty onto the site, which was the absolute best position for Dominate to do. Of course, we ended up seeing Mac take out a lot of members within that start of the round. I want to see if he ends up carrying that momentum here into round number 8.
Yeah, me as well. One thing that I just noticed when watching St. Clair play right now, it looks like they're in La La Land.
Yep.
They're not all confident on what they're doing, that they're not focused, that they're very spread out, disconnected from one another. So what I want to see is a player step up and take that lead role, and everybody kind of get on the same page. So St. Clair really has a lot to work on if they want to bring this back. 5-2, round 8 is underway. We're gonna see them pushing into Garage once again because St. Clair is gonna be holding that CCTV cash room for the second time in a row. So now you see It's Mech using his exothermic charge, which is a really good change because now that's a wasted exothermic charge, because last time they only had that as a soft breach. So they used their reinforcements on the Garage because they expected UMBC to push it, which they are once again. And now Rapid is going to be sitting there waiting for this. I'm curious to see if UMBC is ready for this. Shots to the wall come out, but it doesn't connect with Rapid. Rapid getting the first pick onto Aries, but it's refragged by Archer over onto Imagine. So 1-for-1 trade. Rapid going to get a double kill onto It's Mech, looking for the Monty. Does a little bit of damage, but not enough. He does get out with his life. You did point out that player over in the entrance. That player is going to join up with his teammate, but he is seen by Rapid. Diffuser is down. Triple kill. Looking for that ace. Goes for the 4th. Not connecting. That player backs off from that sight line, but Rapid goes for the 4th. And Archer very, very low, but he's going to take out Rapid. So Rapid not able to get his ace, but it's a 3v2. Monty and Jackal against a Smoke, a Bandit, and a Castle. How will St. Clair play this?
They know exactly where these players are. Jackal going to be taken very low and taken out. Archers now the rest of St. Clair in a 1v3 scenario. Monty versus the world. Can he do it? Can he be the guy that ends up clutching this one out? But a really nice delay of the smoke. I heard it. Smoke. Smoke. Just smoke it out. Maybe he wants to save here. I don't know.
What's he doing? Saving the op?
Save the op, dude. Sometimes it's a really good strat. However, in this game, it is not, as he's going to be walking by a camera. Can't really spot him out, though, as we see on his screen. He has not been spotted out just yet. Monty now taking a brand new angle. Does have the diffuser for himself. I don't know if this is possible.
I think this is the loudest flank I've ever seen. As he does not care where he's going. He's just the loud footsteps of the Montaigne. And he has to break this barricade even if he wants to get there. So 39 seconds left for Dominant. He has been playing this Montaigne very well. Another smoke charge going to be kind of used to delay a little bit more. I don't know if he did smoke that out, but if he connects with that, that would be insane. He doesn't connect with any shots, so we're going to see Dominate get a couple shots onto William. Does not finish that kill, so William just playing his life, uses an impact grenade, takes Dominate down to about half. The gas grenade going to come out to stall him even more. 15 seconds left. St. Clair just going to back up, play the respective angles. Dominate looking for the headshot, picks up William, looking for the second one, pushes in, getting shot from metal stairs. And there's a player in CCTV room going to be also there, so Diffuser going down, trying to use that back shield to get the bomb down. That's not going to help him because Impact going to get that final kill. St. Clair getting another round into this. And that looked really, really good from Rapid, especially at the start there. I like that.
I think that we were all very nervous there at the end of that round as, we were just nervous. That's all I got to say there. But
excellent analysis.
Just because, St. Clair did it right.
Yeah.
Imagine has been kind of slacking a little bit on this squad. He's not really been doing his job all that much. He's been that roamer, and he'll either go 1-for-1 or he'll just die.
That's where I talk about the communication and that St. Clair is missing that leader. because nobody is there to tell him just hold off. Like, don't push just yet. Maybe wait for a teammate to drone you in. Wait for somebody to pick something up on the cameras, because it looked like St. Clair's having a lot of trouble understanding where UMBC is pushing from, where they are. And it's causing them to go down early a lot. Even though St. Clair was able to come out on top that second round, St. Clair, they're scraping by this game.
Yeah, they've got kind of a solidified roster here. Now imagine going on to the Cade. Probably just going to throw the Cade charges and then try and roam like he's been doing this whole time. Of course, now William going back onto the Jaeger. Going to give Rapid a little bit of leeway to play his own pick. Going to be playing the smoke. Who would have guessed that one?
Not me.
No, he hasn't played it yet, though. He hasn't played it yet here in this game. So we get to see that for the first time. If you guys don't know, then Rapid, his kind of signature pick is going to be the smoke. I was talking to Imagine on the plane to the SI, and I'm like, I loved that one play you did, and it was where Rapid was playing smoke. And he's like, dude, you got to be a little bit more specific than that. He always plays smoke. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But
I like that one play with your teammate who plays the same operator all the time.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. The inner fanboy in me coming out, but it's all good. As now St. Clair Saints have a little bit more momentum here. UMBC, they're I don't want to say that they're slacking, but they're definitely. They ended up looking very shaky there in that last round. Rapid with that three-piece was just so nice.
And yeah, fool me once, can't get fooled again.
Is that the saying?
No, but St. Clair picking up that first or losing the first time on CZTV, but playing it again, fixing their mistakes and coming out on top the second time. Now we see really fast aggression coming up from UMBC as they open up that west side breach, and he's just clearing out this roam. I like seeing this. I love this right now from UMBC as they're going to be taking out any idea of a roamer upstairs, and they're just gonna focus now on those on the first floor and the basement. So St. Clair, they're not gonna have any roamer on the map, and UMBC gonna be taking the time to make sure that they know that there's no roamer.
I like how they didn't send anyone to roam on that top floor, because the Ash was the first one in, the 3-speed character, first one into that top floor. The second one was going to be the Jackal. Jackal was slowly following the Ash's footsteps. So if someone was on that top floor and ended up killing the Ash, then would have gotten picked off by the Jackal. So it's good that they ended up keeping them all in the basement here. We do see one player of St. Clair kind of in a little bit of a weird angle here, as now Jackal is looking towards this corridor. I thought he was literally right here, literally right in front of that white box, but he was not. He's behind the white box. Daniel, what are you looking at? I'm a little bit blind, but it's all good. As now Jackal not going to find any footsteps just for the time being, as now Dead Pegasus is kind of cosplaying Imagine, going to be playing that buck top-down view.
Yeah, and a little bit of a passive setup right now from UMBC. Agent 2 are going to find the first pick onto Aries, so really nice advantage for St. Clair right off the bat. It's going to slow down UMBC even more. They're down to 1 minute. Not a lot of information for them either. Impact's going to be using his heartbeat detector to look for anything. The cardiac sensor not picking up anything upstairs. It's Mech going to get a nice trade right back onto Agent Tour. So 4v4 situation. And that is the Maestro down, so Evil Eye not going to be able to be used anymore. And now we see Jackal continuing to look for something, but not finding any footsteps at all. Gas Grenade going to come out. William finding a nice pick onto Dominant. Second pick coming out for St. Clair. It's going to be a 4v2 now. Dead Pegasus going to be getting... Own that. Did he just martyrdom himself?
Yeah, he threw the frag over the wall and kind of, he killed himself. But it's all good as Imagine now going to get another pick on this squad. This is exactly how St. Clair should have been playing this match, but Rapid runs right in front of the door. It's Mech with the triple kill, now looking towards the Jaeger. Can he land the shots that he needs to land? Habana on only a quarter HP. Gonna get into the site, but a really nice defense coming out from St. Clair.
So I touched about it before the switch happened, that Clubhouse being more of a dominant heavy map, and St. Clair really showing that they can play on defense as well. We're going to be heading into round 10, and St. Clair closing the gap a little bit, only 4-5 now. So if they could come out in the 7-5, or this might turn out in a tie for the first time I've ever casted.
You know what, man? I just want to say I'm having so much fun with this.
Yeah.
This is so much fun. This is so great. But yeah, in that last round, it looked like St. Clair were together. Finally, for one round, they looked like they actually played as a team on that bottom floor. I want them to keep repeating this cycle, as now we're going into the second floor. This is usually where they end up faltering. But as you said, when they were on attack, this is mostly a defense-sided map.
Yeah.
Right? So the Saints now on defense, you're starting to see that momentum really come about.
And they're running the Jackal over onto UMBC, and I would have said, like, when we first started casting this, that Jackal's a pretty good operator to have. Only I don't think Jackal's very useful anymore, especially in a hole onto this. It comes out a lot, and he can do his magic. He can literally spot people from around the map and ping them multiple times, but at the same time, wait a second. Rehost is gonna come out. Because Rapid left the game, so they're going to be calling out for a rehost in the bottom. But
a little bit of lag.
I want to continue on my point that I was talking about. Jackal maybe wanting to play something else, because I don't really think that Jackal is going to be kind of proving a lot, especially pushing into this second floor bedroom gym kind of hold. You could be having other people like a Zofia to get rid of the soft breaches. Yeah. But on it, maybe it's just a preference pick.
There's a lot of things that are kind of going wrong right now for UMBC. I don't really know what they're doing here on attack. They looked really, really good on defense.
Oh, yeah.
To mind you, they looked amazing on defense. The only thing that I was going to touch on is that going into a defensive round 4-2, even though it's not the best, it's better than 5-1.
Yeah.
Right? So going in 4-2, you have a little bit of confidence for yourself as the attackers, but you're now starting to see what is starting to become of St. Clair, and they're looking kind of good.
Yeah, St. Clair looking really, really good on their defense, but one thing I do want to see them continue after the rehost comes out is the teamwork. You touched about that. That they looked amazing that last round on defense.
So good.
But I do want to see them continue to play like that, because that momentum coming into their way might turn them off a little bit. But since we're just going to be waiting for the rehost, we're going to send it to a little bit of a break. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more CEA Rainbow Six Week 3.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the rehost ended up going on, as now we're jumping back into round number 10. Of course, you got to introduce the casters once again. Myself, Daniel, the Save One Mena. Joining me, Colin Seymour Moore. How you feeling after 9 rounds of action?
9 rounds heading into round 10. You know I'm feeling good. The only thing that's not feeling good right now is my voice. But other than that, it's fine.
Listen, I think you sound sexy, so it's all good.
You know, it's whatever. It's for the people. It was for the people.
It's for the boys.
You know, I can still hear it in my head.
Yeah.
Vamos, ninja.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can still hear it in my head. That was crazy.
That was good. It was good.
I regret nothing. My voice deserves to be like this.
Exactly. But during that little intermission, Rapid was like, yo, you see that 3-piece, bro? You see that? And just immediately left. And yes, we ended up seeing that 3-piece. It was so good. But now, once again, we get to kind of reset. Let's look at this a little bit more analytically. They're going to be holding here on Gym Bedroom, another second floor hold. And so far, St. Clair have been looking really good on those bottom holds, on those bottom floor holds. And that is where they kind of tried that strat.
Yeah.
Just try and hold the bottom floor all together, no roaming. Let's just see how this goes. And it worked out really well for them. I want to see if they end up repeating this here on the top floor.
I still disagree with the Jackal pick. On a second floor bedroom gym hold, I think a Zofia is just so much better than a Jackal to have. Like I know that, like, especially like for this a map like Clubhouse, you don't really have to use a Jackal to pick up any roamers, but like Zofia can be used to help open up the gym kind of west balcony wall because you don't have a Thatcher to help open it up. So I don't agree with this Jackal pick, and I hope St. Clair can come out on top with this because they look solid last round. And honestly, I saw out in the hallway during that rehost, I saw a couple of them look just happy. They looked comfortable after that. As I'm sure in the starting rounds they were a little bit down on themselves.
The only thing that can go wrong, and I have got to mention this, is that the momentum could have gone down. When you're constantly winning 3 rounds in a row, and then finally a rehost happens, there's a little bit of a downtime, and the hype might go away. Maybe not. Sometimes a team can definitely keep their morale up, and we have to see if St. Clair can do that here, as now it's 4-5. But UMBC have only won 1 round staying on attack. So I got mixed up with my words.
No, it's okay. So it's all right.
Yeah.
It happens. We're going to see the Habana over towards the metal stairs using her pellets to just open up this hard-breached wall, maybe getting a little bit of sightlines into cash room, but this player hiding in the corner right to the left is going to be detrimental for St. Clair's hold, as if he does stay silent. This could be huge. It is going to be the... I think that is the small. No, it's actually the Cade. The Cade's going to be sitting over there and just working his magic. Going to be double flashed into the corner, blind as a bat. Still comes out on top with 1 kill. Looking for a picks up a nice double kill. That's the Legion of Rapid, not the Cade. I'm so sorry, but there's a third one here, and he does not see that, so he's going to get traded out. 2 for 1. St. Clair in the advantage. Nice 4v3 right now in favor of them. And it looks like UMBC is going to slow down after that, as they really need to take their time now that they're down a player.
We have not seen the Jackal come in useful just yet, but does detect where the Jaeger is stationed. So they know that the Jaeger is going to be that little bit of a roamer, and Imagine has played that role. Not the absolute best just yet, but he can definitely do that here if he really wants to. Now looking for an entrance here. But the Buck, the one play that I didn't like there is that Habana was holding an angle that was actually perfect for herself, but wow. But the Buck ended up blowing out a wall, and it allowed Habana to die, but we just saw right there, the Buck.
I don't care what angle you're holding. If you shoot like that, hold any angle you want, bud. So we're going to see them bring it right back to a 3v3. It looks like the Buck is very low on health, just about 30 health to their operator. So now we're going to see them drone on out this top floor. Dominant Dimwit is going to be sitting onto those the north side staircase, just waiting, gets the Legion out, and there's going to be 1 kill going in favor of St. Clair. But if you look, it's traded out by Impact going down right away. Now we're going to see him jump through bathroom. Nice pickup from Agent Tour. Going to go for the second, but he is dropped. So now we're going to see him trade out Agent Tour, go to pick up his teammate. Where is this player from St. Clair? Imagine, you know, he was playing really far.
There he is.
Kill onto Dominant. 1v1 situation. Moves on over into logistics. Waits for this player to come to them. He's going to hold his respective angle, give away his positioning, rotates around, goes for the kill, and he comes out with the hip fire. stressful 1v1 going in favor of St. Clair as they tie it up 5-5. Imagine panicking, but so was UMBC's player, and I think both of them didn't expect them to be there. They kind of bumped into each other. Yep. It's like that awkward kind of situation in a hallway when you're walking through. You go to walk past somebody, you bump into them, and it's like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that. That's what it looked like to me.
Okay, what it looked like to me is that the enemy Thermite player fumbled with... No, I laughed at your joke. Don't worry. But it looked like the enemy Thermite player just kind of, I don't know, just was trying to switch his weapons, like mid-fight. He would look like he wanted to pull something out, and then it just didn't really go through effectively. I don't know what Archers was doing here on the Thermite, but when you're fumbling like that, imagine he had to get that kill, and he definitely did.
You know when you were saying the Jacko was doing something useful and he pinged out Imagine?
Yeah.
I saw him get the ping, and I was like, I don't even know where he is. Where he is?
He was across
the other side of the map, just doing his own thing. And it was just a weird situation, but he did come out with the win. St. Clair tying it 5-5 with a really stressful 1v1 at the end of that round. They're going to be heading right back to CCTV Cash Room. And now we're going to see if they can repeat their hold for that win and just before the rehost.
See if it can happen. The St. Clair Saints, the one thing I was saying there in that last round is that they've got to keep up their momentum, and sometimes when you have that lull of time, it doesn't really work out for you, right? Maybe you can lose the momentum, but from what we see, it's really been working out for them. Of course, it came down to a 1v1 scenario impact. You cannot go around that. But they're now pulling out the Goyo, a new pick that's going to be coming through here. And not only does it block one area, it blocked two. So I believe Imagine ended up putting two of these little barricades on inside of garage itself, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit blind, but it's all good.
He did. He put one at the one I think towards the bottom of the stairs, and one on the balcony. And the Cade's gonna electrify the one on the balcony too, which is I like that. I like that play. Lifeline wasted there on the doorway. I think he hit the wall there. So yeah, he uses the second one. So both of the soft breach explosions used for the lifeline of Zofia already at the start, but. Like I said before, I didn't like the Jackal pick, and it looks like they didn't either. They switched to Zofia, as I thought they should have had. But look at that rotation from Rapid, not able to know where UMBC is, and he gets picked off. Imagine going to be retrading, and Ares is going to go down. So it's Mech going to be looking to take out that Goyo, but does not take out the barricade. He's just going to hold there and there. He finally destroys it. So one Goyo barricade down. Gets the second one as well. So both barricades on the balcony are destroyed. The garage is open to push if for UMBC, but it looks like they're going to get that exothermic charge, and that exothermic charge could possibly get destroyed by the Cade if he gets it down for the Cade trick, but no, it's going to be wall open. Archer's doing very well to open up the bomb site from the balcony. He's going to hop on that rappel. Now he has full sight lines of the bomb site. Yeah,
the one thing that I was thinking is that the only way that the concussion from Zofia actually pays off is if they get a pick, right? Because when you waste two of your breaches, that's a lot of breaching that you can do. Of course, one extra one, to be more specific. But they ended up getting a pick onto a very priority target. Rapid was just kind of caught with his pants down on Jaeger and just ended up running into a doorway for no reason. But we do see the Zofia now looking here, top left, right above her, basically, is where this player is going to be playing. We have no idea if he's going to be trying to look down at any point now. He's just going to be sitting prone, taking a little bit of shots from some sort of an angle. Imagine getting picked off here. Mech now with a double kill, and he's got to think, where exactly does he want to go in order to attack this bomb site?
That, it's Mech. He's been playing nuts, out of his mind. I know there's one match I thought he was actually going to clutch up a 1v3. He goes for the second, does find a second pick. Twitch picking up impact, so planting the diffuser is going down, but what just happened? A team kill coming from It's Mech onto Archer's. Diffuser did get dropped too. UMBC ends up taking that round, but a miscommunication all over. So if St. Clair wants the points, they're going to have to tie this up 6-6, and they're one round away from losing it, but one round away from tying it. So we're heading into the last one. It's match point, round 12.
The one thing I remember from last season of casting St. Clair is that when Imagine was playing poorly, the rest of his team was there to back him up. Right? They were really playing well. Imagine still playing well. He's got the most points on his team. Rapid is a close second. But now they're in a position where they cannot have an off game. That's kind of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
I had something stuck in my throat, but I'm just gonna pass.
You guys don't know because of the rehost, but all the stats got reset. So St. Clair, like all of the stats down the tab is reset. So St. Clair actually Rapid, he has 2 kills right now, but he has been having such a good game. He's been playing out of his mind. Those 2 kills just adding on, and I think he is still top fragging for his team in this. We don't see it, you don't see it because the rehost sadly gets rid of the stats. So I wish Ubisoft found a way to keep the stats even in a rehost, but it's hard to do.
Yeah, when lag goes through, you got to go for a rehost, and that's exactly what they ended up doing. As now a new prep phase is gonna go down here on match point. UMBC, if they win this one, they go on to map 2 and hopefully try and 2-0. Same thing can kind of happen with St. Clair. If they end up winning this round, they go over to overtime, which could really provide them a lot of support. You're shaking your head constantly.
There's no overtime.
There's not? It's just ties?
Overtime. It just goes into a tie. Or there's no overtime in CEA rule set. It just goes to first to a 7 or a 6-6 tie.
Okay.
So
6-6 tie could be the possibility for St. Clair. UMBC, they want to try and win this one to go into a 1-map advantage.
I hate correcting you, but like
no, you're good.
I hate correcting you, but I didn't want you expecting overtime.
Comedic effect. Comedic effect.
I didn't want you to get upset when there was no overtime, so I thought I'd break the news to you early.
Yeah, I would have cried, but now you saved that, so thank you.
But you're crying right now. I can see it.
When I didn't laugh at your joke earlier, I saw you crying. So sorry, Colin. Just go. Take this away.
Lifeline going to be putting the Claymore down. So watch that flank through bunker, yeah. And now he's just going to drone out the top floor looking for any roamers. St. Clair holding on to the Arsenal room and Church. And last time they held this, they held it to a T. I think it was like very close, but they ended up coming on top. Impact could be looking for this character. They're going for the C4, but that character is outside in the window. So now that the floor is opened up. Imagine going to find the kill. Diffuser down. First pick in favor of St. Clair. 5 on 4 now. So now Aries could be rotating around looking to pick up the diffuser, but he's a little bit wary. He doesn't want to get caught off guard again, just like his teammate. They did open up bar room hatch, so that's a lot of information for Ash to get. Destroys the barricade with the breaching round. So he's only down to 1 breaching round left for the soft breach. And now we're going to see UMBC slow down, kind of compose themselves, and look for any external picks. That is an amazing spot for St. Clair to hold. And I know Dead Pegasus is looking for that spot, but neither player is seeing each other because I don't think they destroyed what's on the shelf.
Yeah. They've got to pick up the diffuser. That's the first thing that they've got to do. They've also got to scout out this area. We know that St. Clair are really, really good in the basement, as 1 minute is now going to hit the clock. We get to see a couple of concussion mines going to be going out. No breaches just yet, as now there could be the 1v1 between these 2 players. We see Mac not going to be able to get any sort of kills just yet. I spoke a little bit too soon, as William not going to hear the enemy player, which is a little bit weird, as now Dead Pegasus is going to take out. Oh, wow.
Wow. Just like that, St. Clair wiped off the map. Good games in chat as game 1 goes to UMBC 7-5. A close game indeed, but UMBC just coming out a little bit on top with the win. You know, William not like has his back turned there. I thought he would notice that player was pushing up into blue, but yeah, I don't think he actually heard that player in from Secret Stairs coming up. He did get the down onto a player inside Arsenal room, able to rotate around, pick up William from behind. A little bit of just kind of misplay there from St. Clair.
There's a lot of things you got to look for when you're holding an angle like that one. Right? When there's only a box right in front of you and you have 2 options for yourself, you have to pick one. And unfortunately, it wasn't the angle that he picked. Because what you do by turning sideways is you only allow your left ear to hear where this player is coming from. Is he coming from behind you? Is he coming from in front of you? I don't know. Right? So it's not the absolute best scenario. That whole entire game, we ended up seeing UMBC kind of slouch a little bit towards that mid game when they ended up switching sides, but they were able to close this one out. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, a closing thought you touched on very well after the rehost. You talked about morale maybe getting cut off because of that little break that they had.
You saw it.
you really saw it there.
Yeah.
St. Clair kind of fell apart after the rehost happened. Maybe it lost a little bit. Got excited at the start, but then kind of mellowed out, and it transitioned into losing 7-5. Not able to get the tie off. So points going in favor of UMBC, and second map will be Coastline after this break. So just stay tuned for some more CEA action.